All right. Well, welcome to the season finale, episode 34 of
Yay!
the MVP podcast. We got through a year,
We survived.
um, and we missed a couple. Obviously, episode 34, there's obviously some weeks missing,
Yes.
um, but we had stuff coming up, and we just didn't get to all the episodes, which is fine.
And I
Obviously,
think when we first
we don't do it
started,
around holidays.
yeah,
So
and we weren't doing it religiously when we first started either. We were
yeah,
up in the air. So,
yeah.
but we did it. We made it
I
for
know
the
we
year.
did it. And that was kind of what I wanted to do with like the season finale. Let's wrap up the first season, not just of the podcast, but like in general of our year.
Crazy.
Some ups, some downs, what we want to do for next year, what we're trying to get done for next year.
Mhm.
Those type of things. So do you want to go first? Do you want to recap your
Oh,
year?
my year has been insane. Well, just 2020 in and of itself, like we survived that. My kid
Yeah.
did virtual learning all year, and he had his best school year ever. Like to date, he learned how to be a leader and how to be kind and how to be responsible for his time management skills, which for a 9-year-old is phenomenal.
Yeah.
But that for me personally was crazy. But professionally, this year has been kind of eye-opening that I could take what was not a career and make it into a career, like helping all these real estate agents throughout the United States. I never thought that was possible, but obviously it is. So
Yeah.
it's super exciting. And then, well, we just purchased our second house, which is even crazier because we've never seen it. It's out of state.
Which
And
everyone's gonna get to see it. Season 2, episode what?
Two,
4, 5?
maybe 2 or 3, 4.
Some early in season 2, we're doing an online, like a live on
Reveal
site. Yeah.
reveal of we call it the Lilac House. So it'll be super exciting to kind of figure out the whole property, like getting a property manager, hiring the handyman, getting all that stuff like finished and completed. So we'll see what that brings. So
Yeah.
season 2 has lots of exciting stuff coming for us too. So
I know. I'm looking forward to season 2.
now it's your turn, Marcus.
Season 1 was it had its highs and it had its lows. And I mean, obviously with the pandemic, like that's a low consistently for everybody. So I'm gonna leave that out because we all know that stuff. I'm just saying specifically within the company. Like we completed 2 projects. So we got 2.5 because I'm splitting a lot. We got the approval to split the lot. So 2.5 projects. And then the lows have been, I mean, this one project we went into and turned into, you can't salvage pretty much anything out of the house, which was a major damper.
Right.
Set us back 2 months and X amount of dollars more
Right.
in supplies, but we're still, I mean, we're at we were at the pit like 2 weeks ago of like all of the negative, all of the bad news. And then we sat down and we're like, all right, do we try to make this work? And do we buy all the supplies? And do we just put our head down and we're going to build this no matter what, we're going to do it? Or do we dump it now and try to lose only a little bit of money, save ourselves the headache of the build, and just get out now before anything else happens? Which is a very, very hard, weird conversation to have because you don't want to give up on a project, but like you have to look at the numbers and it's
absolutely
not, are you going to make money or you're not going to make money? And I mean, we'll still make money, which is the good thing, but it was like, all right, all these things have led up to this. Is there going to be any more surprises? Because if there's any more big surprises and we're halfway through this build, we can't stop then. Like, we gotta keep going.
Yeah, if you can salvage it, then you'd have to just take a loss at the table.
Right. And then I'm in the midst of financing and pulling all of my capital out so that for season 2 I can buy a bigger apartment complex.
Oh, listen to you.
Yeah. So I want to get like, I don't know if it's too lofty, but I'm going to try for it. I want at least 50 more doors just in Wisconsin. And then obviously going to do the Airbnb out in Ohio. So 51 doors is my goal.
Oh, no, that's not a big goal at all.
I don't think so.
You
But a lot of it's
crazy.
going to go with financing. It's got like, I'm running into hiccups because I can't do any residential lending because all my properties are in an LLC. So residential's out. I'm only in commercial. And then in commercial, is it portfolio loan? Is it a small business loan? So we're still trying to work that out. I don't have W-2 income, which is another negative. So all the
Oh,
people out there that are, do I quit my job and go into real estate? Do I keep working my job
no.
and do the side
And let me
hustle?
tell you why. Because I ran into this when I was trying to finance my house out in Oregon. My husband has had W-2 income his entire life. Me, I've always been a sole proprietor. I can't help it. I want to work for other people, but my brain doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So anyway, I tried, I had bought and sold, or I had created and sold my first business a little less than 2 years ago. And because I didn't have income in the same field, so like the real estate field versus I owned a doggy daycare, so that's a completely different service and field industry. If you don't have 1099 income or self-employed income for 2 years from your
Mhm.
business, it doesn't count. It does.
Yep.
You have zero income. So
Yep.
exactly. Do not quit your job and think that you can just jump into real estate, because you have to have at least 2 years of self-employment income to show,
Yeah.
or
Or
cash.
you just need to find a different option.
Yeah.
So,
Or just have cash ready to start your adventure.
right. And that's what I did have. Obviously, I had an investor in, started buying all the stuff, and then it's just gotten to the point where I distinctly know, because, well, I'll never forget it because it was on my birthday. I was thinking like, man, what am I doing? I'm working a full-time job. I'm trying to start the side hustle, but now we're at a point where it's not like full-time and side hustle, it's like two full-time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not being fair to, and I got an email. This was what hit me. Like I got an email from one of the teachers that I was working with, like, hey, contact Marcus, he'll help you out. Just beware, doesn't really respond to emails very quickly. And I was like, I wasn't supposed to see that. She forwarded it. It was a conversation between her and the teacher.
Whoops.
And I was like, oh man, like I'm in a service industry and I'm not even servicing the people that I need to service well, if that's their comment. And I was like, I mean, would it hurt me financially to quit my day job and focus on this? Yes, but I'm doing two things kind of halfway rather than just jumping into one. And on my birthday was like, all right, I don't want to quit my job. I love my job. I love the owner. I love the management. I love the employees. I love the people that I worked with. I love the schedule. I just couldn't do both.
Right.
And that was the hardest part to separate. And now I'm going back into this where I need financing. And I'm like, I should have just kept the job. But that would have come with a whole another mental struggle of trying to juggle both.
Right. There's
So
only so many hours in a day. Let's just say that.
I know. I know.
And I'm still struggling to find the hours in the day currently. Like it's just, and I feel like with real estate, there's ebbs and flows of the seasons too. And right now is our busy season. So
Yeah.
I'm working 50, 60-hour weeks just
Yeah.
to like, because I have so much business coming at me, which is fabulous. It's just draining.
Yeah. I was supposed to put the boys to bed and finish up some priming so that we could paint today. I put the boys to bed and I fell asleep.
I can see that. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Jason and I sat down and watched a movie last night. And I think we both looked at each other. We're like, can we just go to bed? I'm so tired.
yeah. So on for season 2, we're gonna have some recurring guests.
Yep.
We're gonna have some new guests. We're going to focus kind of season 2, or at least the first half of season 2, on new investors. So we're trying to find people that are new to the field, that are going through the struggles that you're probably going to be going through.
Right.
You're going to be hearing some of the things that you're going to be experiencing if you do jump into real estate. Not everybody's going to be all right, I'm starting here, but I want 3,000 doors and I'm going to become this huge mega company. Some of them are going to be like one of our guests where he had a cabin, an Airbnb in his house, and he's set.
And I'm so excited for them to come out and see our place in Oregon and have them listen to my trials and tribulations and struggles and how crazy scared and nervous and excited and all the feels I am right now as we get ready to hop on the adventure, so they can at least hear firsthand from somebody who's versed in real estate, but I have never jumped in like this with both feet. So this is brand new to me. Marcus has plenty of experience and I will be leaning on him heavily, like for the questions that you ask to the property managers, and just how do I even hire handymen from thousands of miles away? It's a really interesting like dynamic. I'm like, well, we can like Zoom or Skype, or like, do they even have Skype anymore? Is Skype still a thing?
No, is Skype out?
I don't know. But
still around?
I don't know.
Like no one uses it. Zoom has taken over.
Zoom has done everything. But it'll just be an interesting scenario to like, from the start line to like getting a tenant in will be an interesting experience, and how quickly we can do it.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
I'll obviously give you some tips and tricks that like I've either heard or I've done as you go through it. But like to that point, we want to try to get to like that more grassroots. You're going to see some things that go on around here that are just natural, our own stuff.
Right.
You'll see stuff Natasha battling through her first rental. And I mean, we don't want the show to be sugar-coated. We want it to be real. Like the struggles are real. There are days that I'm like, what are we doing? This is so frustrating. And I'm going through 50 emails trying to find one. Like the amount of time I've spent trying to find a steel beam or LVLs is incredible. There's been people that are like, yeah, you're not going to get a steel beam for like a year because everything's back. And I was like, well, that can't be.
I even called roofers out in Oregon because we need the first row of shingles or first row of roof tiles just nailed down because they weren't nailed down the right way. And they're like, oh, just need them nailed down, have a roofer come out and fix it. I can't get a roofer to come out and fix it because they only want re-roofing jobs. They don't want repair jobs. I'm like, come on, can somebody fix it? I don't want to re-roof my house. I know. It's crazy. It's for all the people that say that there's not jobs out there. There are jobs out there.
Yeah. One thing you could do, I mean, obviously you wouldn't be able to do it because you don't live in Oregon, but I've heard people doing it and it's worked out for them. If you go to like a Home Depot or a Menards before they open and just hang out in the parking lot and wait for the contractor to pull up.
Yeah.
Like talk to that person.
Yeah. I think we found a good handyman, so hopefully he can refer us to people. And I think that's just a big thing too, is like finding referrals, talking to the property managers even, and being like, hey, this is my issue. You know what?
They should be pretty well connected.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping. So fingers crossed.
This is where we do like the little intro to season 2.
I know, seriously.
If we could like do an HGTV like little pre-episode of what season 2 is to bring, that's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be you like pulling out your hair because like something's not going or someone's not calling you back. That's gonna be like the beginning picture is just
it's gonna be the picture just going like this. Yeah.
No, it won't be that bad, I promise. It won't. So that's kind of what I wanted the finale to be, was just kind of recapping what we did. I'm looking forward to year 2. I think it's going to grow so much quicker than technically year 3 of the company.
Yeah.
year one was kind of so like that's unhappy. But I guess technically year three, I think it's going to grow so much more. I've got more staff, more
You have
experienced
so
staff
much
than
more
I've
staff now.
ever had. And I'm kind of leaning on them to like take things more. And I have to come back. I'm realizing that in season 2, I no longer have to like manage the project, but I have to be more attentive with my staff. You, Patrick, Barry, like all of these leaders in these departments. I need to put myself back into it to try and get, I don't know, things pumped out, like my opinion, like teamwork, collaboration, more energy towards the people that are running these departments than trying to run the departments, which is I'm gonna admit, a very, very hard thing for me to do, because I can do everything and I want to do everything. And now I've taken a step back, and it's like a delicate balance of like, you can do it, but so can they, and they are better than you. That I'm fine with, but it's being there in the support role. Like, what do you need? And then trying to work off of them. I don't know why, but it's a struggle. Because like when I get in, I just want to be like, okay, this is what we're doing. And then I like the support to come in around, but I need to be that background player.
Right.
And I figured out how to do it in the field, because like I always ask the guys, like, what do you guys want to do? You guys are here every day. Let me take the stuff that you don't want to do off your hands. Like, I'll just fill it. Kind of managed it there ish well enough, but like with marketing and admin and stuff like that, we're still navigating it. And I think because like, was that last week or 2 weeks ago where you were like, you need to get in, you need to like give us the stuff, and you need to like take charge on it.
A couple weeks ago. Yeah. I mean,
and I was like, I appreciate that. Another like light bulb moment that's going to make season 2 so much better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited for season 2.
I am too. No, seriously, you've grown so much. Just even, I mean, since I've met you and you left the brokerage that you were at, and I feel like that forced you to grow a lot as a realtor, as an investor, as a person. I think that was probably the best decision that you ever made. Because I'm starting to see you really flourish, and I think it's awesome. So I'm super excited for season 2. I mean, because I've been with you for what, a year and a half now, and it just keeps getting like more and more better. So
yeah, well, we're going to keep that trend up. It's going to keep moving faster and faster, and we'll see where we can go.
Only up.
So what are your goals for season 2? Is it to get the property rented?
Yeah, definitely is. We are hoping to we want to get the property rented before the new year. And I was talking with our couple of property managers, and one property manager was like, he's like, oh, I can get this much for it. And it was like $500 over what our mortgage payment was. And we were like, awesome. Yes. Like, super. So yeah, we're super excited. And that would cover all of our property management fees. Plus we'd still have extra to put aside for repairs or maintenance or whatever. So it like more than made sense to us. We're like, fabulous. So yeah, it's to go out there to Oregon. We're going out in like 2 weeks. We're gonna do a couple updates, meet with the handyman, meet with the property managers, kind of get a feel for that, and do a project or so while we're there. Like, I think we're gonna restain the cabinets because they're just a weird, like warm wood color now, and they're ugly. So we want to do a dark wood. But other than that, I think that's our biggest thing for us professionally this year would be to get that out and rented. Personally, it's just to finish our house. But
the house here.
Yeah, the house here.
The house here.
The lake house, we call it now.
Yeah, you've sent me the laundry list of things.
Oh my God.
To get done.
I know, it's just a continuous list that just keeps recycling and going over and over.
It looks a lot like my list, so I get it.
Yeah.
It's all like little things. Like,
it is.
I think one of them was like a lock on a fence.
Yeah. Oh,
very small, but like when it's a whole list, it's like a mountain.
Well, it's the fence. The fence is it's an issue in and of itself. We hired a really shoddy company last year to build a fence for us, and they didn't know how to build fence gates. So the gate is like too heavy for the fence and keeps not locking because of it. So just need somebody to rebuild the gate.
Interesting. Well, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'll
Projects.
come take a look at that one.
Yeah. What about you, Marcus? What's on your?
My goal is the 51 doors.
Got it. 51 doors. Any personal or like stuff around the house that you need to feel like you need to finish?
Landscaping. I need to finish the landscaping. Yeah. Which should be done in the next 2 weeks. So
Not
I
bad.
didn't want to make that like a yearly goal, but yeah, finish the landscaping is big for me right now. We're over here right now finishing up like the little things like painting trim, and we just made this accent wall, which
I was gonna say, I saw you looking like a monkey. So there's
that was not me, that was Jerry.
Oh, I thought it was you. I was
no.
Well, then
that
my
was Jerry,
Facebook post is totally incorrect.
Oh, really?
I said, is Marcus a monkey, A or B? Yes or no? And
No, so I was taking a picture of Jerry, and then all of a sudden he's like, hold on, wait a second. He like dropped down a couple rings in the ladder. Make it look so much harder. It was awesome.
I love it.
We were all laughing for.
You guys don't have any fun at work, is what I'm assuming.
Never have fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're all just miserable, walking around like zombies. Don't do much. No, that's my big goal is to. But the reason that's my one goal is because there's so many other things to play into it. So like the only way I get to that is if I get financing done. And I need to get it done quickly because I need to get the closing done by the end of the year, which I know we're year one or season 1, season 2, but we're pretty much into August. Yeah. So my months are counting down. So I got to hurry on this one.
Yeah.
That's my big goal. I'm pushing for it.
It's a great goal to have.
I hope.
I think season 2 is gonna be.
So I guess I have 2. I want to finish balls because I want that done. We've decided like we are not doing this big of a flip again for years.
What was the big, I guess?
More water damage than we thought.
Got it.
If there wasn't so much water damage, we wouldn't have to rip it apart like we did.
Was it like the actual structural water damage? Okay. Yeah. Not just.
Like the actual floor was bowing.
Oh.
Like sagging down. So like you put more weight on top of it, and it's not going to end well for the people inside or the house. So, yeah, we're going to give it a couple of years until we do one of those big flips.
Feel you on that one.
We're going to do less structural flips.
Just pretty it up.
Yeah. And build some cool stuff along the way. Like we want to customize it and like change the street appeal and like.
Well, my neighbor's house is for sale, so you can just go and buy that one.
Yeah. With these prices in Ocon, I don't think we're making a flip work.
No, you just rent it out. It's super cute.
Oh, is it? That I might be interested in.
Or maybe I'll buy it.
Man, you're really going to become an investor. See, now you're going to get the bug. Everyone in season 2, watch the bug take off. Part 1, end of year 2, you're going to have like 30.
I told Jason, I said, I would be happy to buy properties here in Oconomowoc. I said, it's hard when they're really far away to like get a good feel for it. And that's going to be our forever house. So like, that's completely different than like getting a property here and renting it out for the next 30 years. You know, that's not quite as emotional or quite as scary as like, holy crap, this is going to be our forever home. Oh my goodness, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And it's 2,000 miles away.
Right. I know, that's the scary part.
Yeah.
But so many things coming in season 2.
Yes.
We don't want to hype it up anymore. I feel like we've said it enough, but I don't think we need to go the full hour on this one. I think we wrapped up season 1 pretty efficiently. And then, one thing I wanted to pose out to the audience is like a book of the month or something like that, or something to read. Because I know that I spend a lot of my time reading either real estate books or general books. And I don't know if people are interested to know what other people in real estate are reading or listening to or something like that. But if that was an option, I've got a bookcase full of books that I've read. I've got more on the Amazon either wish list or save for later list that I'm looking to buy. So if we do start a book club, that gives me a reason to spend money on books.
I'm just reading. Ooh, that was weird. I'm reading a book on Buddhism right now. That's my book.
So you had an eerie spirit walk behind you as you're going to talk about.
Really?
Was that what it was?
No.
Oh, I thought something like.
Oh,
no, I thought you were like looking behind you, like something
there
walked
was a
behind you.
weird echo on my Zoom, and I was like, "What was that?"
Oh,
No, an eerie.
Bobby's coming back on the episode, I guess.
Oh yeah.
We will get Bobby back on, by the way. She hasn't been on for months now.
Yes.
But she's taking a little step back, but I think she's back now, and she'll always be a fun show.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, I guess in the show notes, pose the question. We're going to pose the question, see if you guys want to do that. I know that there's been a lot of books that have been big for me that I will go over and read over, or at least read over the highlighted parts that I've highlighted because they were impactful for me.
Do you really sit there with your little highlighter and?
Yeah.
Nerd.
And you'd think like, oh, he must have been the studious one in school. He must have been one sitting in the front row,
nerd.
like pushing up my glasses and like raising my hand, answering every question. I will let you know, I was doing bare minimum until college. So I'm not this big, like, bookworm, smart guy. I picked up reading in college because I found like it was fascinating to learn.
Mm-hmm.
But if anybody else is interested, I have no problem sharing it. I want to know what books you guys are reading. So most of the books that I get are from other podcasts or the people that I meet or network with that are reading a book or I've seen it. So like the book exchange, I'm all for it. So if people want to suggest it, or we could suggest it on Facebook and Instagram and see who wants to join in on the discussion. But this won't happen in season 2, probably won't happen in season 3, but in season 4 or 5 down the road, some like live panel discussion where we can pull audience members in.
Absolutely.
Try to discuss different things, or we could have one topic and then have everybody kind of weigh in. It'd be more of a collaborative podcast than
for
us
sure.
with the guest. So we'll keep developing this as people want to see it and keep going. All righty.
Cool. Well, thanks guys for listening to us today. We kind of rambled on and on and on about our last year, but it's been so much fun.
It was the recap. This is like the high school reunion where you go back and you're let me tell you all about my life. Except
there's just 2 of us.
I know. Very boring high school reunion.
I think it would have been fine.
We got cool coffee mugs.
We do.
And there is the intro on Instagram for the podcast. Is that picture, that silhouette right there.
I love it. All right, Marcus. I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Have a good weekend. Enjoy, everybody.